2.5 sessions to go. Advantage firmly in England's side to ensure that they can bowl Pakistan out for under 267, because on this kind of a wicket, if there is one team that's capable of losing, it's Pakistan. Now, what are the host of records that Joe Root, Harry Brook and England have broken during the course of this day? Because the first major records that have been broken is 262. This is now Joe Root's highest ever test score, and it also goes past 254, which he incidentally made against Pakistan 8 years ago. So not only has he joined an elite list where he scored 2 double tons against the same opponent, he has bettered his mark. He looked good for a triple, but he fell for 262. But the partnership that he and Harry Brook shared, 454, it is the highest ever fourth wicket stand in test history. It goes past the previous best of 449 that Adam Voges and Sean Marsh had done against the West Indies in Hobart in 2015. That was 449. Now, England's Brook and Root have ensured 454 is the new benchmark. Fourth best stand in tests, highest versus Pakistan. They just fell behind 467 that was set by Martin Crowe and Andrew Jones against Sri Lanka in Wellington 1991. Then 576 by Jayasuriya and Mahanama in that Colombo test where 952 was scored. Then versus India, and 624 by Jayawardene and Sangakkara against South Africa. 823 for 7. The highest, fourth highest total in test history was achieved today. But previous, if you have to look at it, 849, that was also done about nearly 70-80 years ago, and in that Andy Sandham had scored a triple century. So 849, 823 for 7. When Harry Brook hit 317, he became the 6th England player to hit a triple ton. If you look at it, Andy Sandham, Wally Hammond, Leonard Hutton, these were the 3 initially who had scored. Then in the modern era, when you look at it, it has been Harry Brook who's joined the likes of, you could say, Graham Gooch in this particular instance. So, all these guys who scored triple centuries, Andy Sandham, Len Hutton, Wally Hammond, then looking at it, Graham Gooch, it's now Brook's turn. So, the 6th England player to score a triple ton. 317 was Brook's first triple ton in tests. But he is now the 3rd visiting player to hit a triple ton in Pakistan. 334 was by Mark Taylor in Peshawar 1998. Virender Sehwag was 309 in Multan. Now Multan ka Sultan has become Harry Brook because his 317 now is the 2nd highest individual score by a visiting player. 6. Now Joe Root, when you look at it, he's now hit 6 double tons. That has equaled Sachin Tendulkar and Javed Miandad. He's now only 1 behind Virat Kohli. So, in the Fab 4 list, when you look at it, he just has to hit 2 more and ensure that yes, it is he's now the best in the Fab 4 even in this category. Now, Harry Brook has become the 5th player to hit a triple ton versus Pakistan. So, if you look at it, the likes of David Warner, Mark Taylor and all the others, Virender Sehwag has also hit a triple ton. He's now become the 5th. 67 years ago. Now, 67 years ago in 1957, the last time England had stitched a 400 plus run stand in tests, Peter May and Colin Cowdrey had stitched 411 versus West Indies in Birmingham. So, 67 years ago, now 454 by Root and Brook. Second, he is now the 2nd fastest. Harry Brook is the 2nd fastest triple ton in tests, 310 balls. The fastest, Virender Sehwag 278 versus South Africa in Chennai when he hit that 319. So, why it is painful for Pakistan? Because the quality of pitches that have been dished out in the past 3 years, Pakistan have been falling into that trap. Does this make for entertaining test cricket? Kind of, or kind of doesn't. Can you believe it? This entire overs that Pakistan bowled, the run rate was 5.42. And only 1 maiden over was bowled by Pakistan, and that was in the 5th over by Shaheen Afridi. Every bowler barring South Shakil, managed to notch up hundreds. Now you'll say, how's that? Because South Shakil bowled just 2 overs. Everybody else who was bowled 10 plus overs has gone for 100 runs. Abrar Ahmed seemed to have been so traumatized by this that he's gotten high fever and he's not been able to bowl on this particular wicket. Pakistan really have to introspect. This test may very well end in a draw. No problem. But does it solve Pakistan's issues? It doesn't. Because 3 days later, on 15th of October, after this test match ends, the match will be played on the same road in Multan. The pitch is showing no deterioration, so that is why when you look at it, Pakistan's woes will only multiply at this point. England are now going for the kill, like how they did in Rawalpindi 2 years ago. It will take something spectacular from Pakistan to avert a catastrophic defeat, because if this happens, serious questions will be raised about Pakistan cricket at this point. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.